The Fed's aggressive approach to bringing inflation back down by raising the federal funds rate has caused investors to worry about sky-high inflation. With Apple stock pulling back, many investors are wondering if AAPL stock is a buy now. So, is Apple stock a good investment? In its Worldwide Developers Conference, Apple unveiled features of its upcoming operating system for iPhone, iMac, Mac, and Apple Watch. 2 new MacBook Air and MacBook Pro laptops will be available with the second-generation Mac processor, M2. On the news, Apple stock rose 0.5%. This event was devoid of surprises, and some Wall Street analysts were underwhelmed. A rumored mixed reality headset was expected to be mentioned at least in passing. A new high-end Mac computer for creative professionals was also showcased at Apple's spring launch event. Mac Studio desktop computers start at $1,999. A new iPad Air tablet was also introduced by Apple. As a result of Apple stock's record high at the start of 2022, the stock has dipped as much as 29% since then. According to IBD's relative strength rating, Apple stocks ranks 61 out of 99. The IBD stock checkup gives Apple stock a composite rating of 74 out of 99. Composite ratings combine IBD's proprietary ratings with fundamentals and technicals into one convenient rating. Composite ratings of 90 or higher indicate the best growth stocks. With the iconic iPhone and the invention of the personal computer era, it's no surprise Apple generates most of its income from these products. A total of $97.3 billion in sales were generated by Mac and iPhone products in the company's fiscal 2022 second quarter. Apple's bread and butter is the iPhone. The company generated $50.6 billion in revenue from iPhone sales in its fiscal quarter 2. In recent years, Apple has excelled at iPhone development, and it can continue to do so. Consumers are currently transitioning to smartphones that support 5G wireless networks, which are faster and more powerful. As a result of Apple's release of 5G-compatible iPhones in the fall of 2020, fiscal 2021 iPhone sales increased 39% year-over-year after declining 3% the previous year. The threat of a recession coupled with rising inflation could slow iPhone sales in the short term, compared to fiscal 2021's record-setting sales. In the long run, however, Apple's bread and butter will remain intact as consumer adoption of 5G increases from 8% last year to 25% by 2025. A good investment is the fact that their service revenue continues to grow. A lot of investors still do not fully understand how successful Apple Services business has become. Apple Services revenue increased 17% year-over-year to $19.8 billion in its second quarter. More than 20% of Apple's revenue comes from its services, and the company now has 825 million subscribers, up by 25% in the past year. The gross margins of Apple Services are even better, at nearly 73%. A potential subscription plan for Apple's iPhone and other services is also something investors should consider. In addition, aside from hardware, Apple is much more than that. The impact of inflation on Apple is understandable. Apple's latest devices will be out of reach for some computers due to rising prices. But Apple isn't just about hardware. Software as a Service (SaaS) offerings generating recurring revenue through subscriptions have been built by the company for years. Services include AppleCare, digital payments, cloud storage, advertising products, and digital content, such as music, movies, TV, and video game subscriptions. As of fiscal 2021, the division's revenue increased from $46.3 billion to $68.4 billion. Apple's change to its ad policies last year boosted advertising revenue from the segment. Advertisements from third parties can now be blocked by customers. Thus, ad-dependent companies, such as Meta Platforms, parent company of Facebook, saw iPhone app revenues plummet. Meanwhile, Apple's advertising products benefited from the shift in advertising budgets. Services sales are also driven by cloud subscription. Mobile phones are increasingly used to capture photos, so consumers need somewhere to store their digital content. Apple's cloud offers a solution. Despite macroeconomic challenges, Apple's revenue stream remains resilient due to the thousands of photos and other content uploaded to its cloud. With that, we can say Apple stock is definitely a good investment, but there is no guarantee of what will happen in the future. It's a huge company, so you don't have to worry too much. That's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.